We're here in Austin, Texas to watch 3 teams of game developers go head-to-head to see who's able to make the best video game in only 2 days. Let's meet the teams as they get ready to spin the big wheel and start the show.
Never been to a game jam.
I have been to 0 game jams.
I've also not been to a game jam, so.
First game jam and a filmed game jam.
Oh, nice.
So we had Xander spin the wheel, and we like to joke that he's got good luck with a bunch of things, but he spun the wheel and we got the minus time, so didn't work out today.
We got the worst possible thing we could, I think. Less time, the already very limited time. That was not what we were wanting to see, that's for sure.
Perfect.
It's a good start.
Us two are cousins. Obviously, you have a familial connection here that will make it a superpower. Plus, you have his brain power, and everything combined will knock it out of the park.
I agree. A lot of the things on the wheel, I was like, it wouldn't really matter that much.
I was like, really?
I mean, the things that I feel like would matter the most were like getting extra time or losing time, and I was glad that we didn't lose time.
Do we get a double spin? Of all the groups, we're the ones, of course, we're the ones that get the blackout keyboard. I mean, we're professionals.
See, I just say, minions, go! And they just make it, so. Have we ever been to a game jam? Yes. How many have you been to?
Like a couple, probably like, this is the third one I would say I've been a part of.
Oh no, 7 or 8th one.
Yeah, he's been to quite a few. He's got quite the reputation.
The wheel went not pretty.
You had one job.
I just can't believe I got it to respin 3 times in a row. And if anything, I kind of debated of asking my teammates if just let me keep going to see how many times in a row I can get it.
You know what? I'll take it from you. There we go. I got something really bad for us. How did the wheel go? The wheel was going fine before I touched it. You're consistent, bro. I mean,
With the wheel spun and bad luck for all the teams, now it's time for Guy to hand out that manila folder.
you handled it.
Each team will be given a folder with a sheet of paper supplying the following information. Theme will be a general idea the game will need to reflect. Item, a 2D or 3D item the team will need to create and utilize in their project. And finally, the budget they will have available to purchase assets for their game.
Limited, camera, and budget.
Okay, so the only thing we need is a budget. So I can work with that. Theme is limited, so we have very few resources. You'll handle the camera. So our roles, I am the main leader as well as lead game design for art.
I'm the main programmer. I am the level designer and bring all the assets in.
What is limited?
That's a good question. The theme is limited, and though the theme is called limited, that is vague, which adds a lot of potential.
The theme is limited. Item is camera. We got a budget of
Budget
$30.
Okie doke.
Theme limited.
Yeah, so we could do something about limited space, the so let's maybe be thinking about a movie shoot or something as an idea.
What's making me nervous is time. That's the biggest thing with game jams is just not having enough time.
I would have to agree. Time is probably one of the big ones, and being able to make sure that your design and the tooling that you're using can shorten the amount of time that you have to get feedback. You want to be able really efficient with your time and make sure that you can iterate on your ideas very quickly because you don't have a lot of time at all.
Ammo.
We can have the camera limited to the screen. Because I'm trying to think if we want to have it like moving around or have it all self-contained.
I am going to win. And then as things pass into their vision, your goal is to hit QWER as things enter their vision to try to catch them. Yeah, collect or kill.
We've kind of used the cameras almost more as a theme.
It's interesting because the object ends up being a big part of the theme for us as well. Ends up kind of being the theme.
Yeah, they're battery-powered camera. That's limited.
So are we thinking scarcity?
Like scarcity of resources or scarcity of, I mean, I guess that's present in some way in any game.
I'm a Black of Jamaican descent game developer, and I like to think myself as a disruptor to the game industry. Well, maybe eventually. We don't need to focus on the camera. We need to focus on the limited part.
Yeah,
and then.
But that's what I was pitching. So like you have the to implement the camera into the gameplay, you have like say a camera, and it's always like looking in a certain area. And maybe
the camera doesn't need to be part of the gameplay. It just needs to be in the world.
I know that. I am pitching, however, say if you had the camera in the gameplay, it is maybe surveilling an area.
Oh, like kind of like a radar that's like, oh, you only know that resources
or like Metal Gear Solid or
Yes,
something?
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, like Metal Gear Solid. I think to do well at a game jam, you have to have so many things. Quick communication and being able to drop ideas. Don't feel like it's your baby. Remember, you're in a team, and so you're collaborating, and so everyone should be working together, be willing to listen and participate.
Okay, now hear me out. Like, what if we make it about like the most despised group of people? The paparazzi.
So when you said that, I was kind of thinking like Pokemon Snap.
But is that gonna be fun? Or we could be like, we're the celebrity trying to get away and we're just like smashing cameras to get away.
Oh, that would be fun.
It's like the Streisand effect. You're like, oh, and like you basically lose because they know where you live now.
Those like those teenage kids that get the baseball bat and they like smack mailboxes, as if it's paparazzi instead.
So basically, our idea is to have a kind of on-rail shooter, but instead of like a gun or something like that, you have a bat. So our celebrity is annoyed about like all the paparazzi in her neighborhood, so she's gonna go around and like get rid of them, basically.
She might not be the celebrity you wanted, but she's the celebrity you deserve.
Yeah. Well, she has to do it without them taking a picture because you don't want to be in that kind of pose where you're hitting a paparazzi with a bat, and that's on like the front page. So.
Yeah, right.
So all the camera guys beware.
I mean, we can definitely add stuff. For now, we'll just figure out what the basic concept is. The game we're gonna make is, I guess, closest to a bullet hell type of game. When you're filming, you have a small cone of view, and this might be more complicated, but you could have them like run away from your line. You're kind of trying to dodge mechanics that come at you from across the screen in various different ways. You have a limited number of film, so you're trying to take photographs of things around the map while you're trying to dodge and survive. And if you run out of film without taking everything, you lose, you have to retry. And if you capture everything on the screen before the time runs out, you go to the next wave, which will be harder, more objectives to capture on film, and potentially less film. So,
Do we need enemies?
I mean, it can be a thing to add more.
Like the environment could have hazards in
without
it.
enemies first.
Yeah, so hazards in the environment, so like acid or
We'll get to
something.
enemies if we need.
Yeah, we'll layer it.
Because all that we need is just sources of uncertainty for whether or not you're going to be able to get back.
So all of this is basically darkness.
So the game that we're thinking about making is a sort of a survival exploration game. You can think sort of like Pikmin meets Subnautica. You're crash landed on this fiery red planet, because we're Team Red, where you're just trying to find your bearings, and you have these different camera drones that are going off into the environment, sort of exploring the surroundings around you, and you're trying to find things to get off this planet. And then along the way, there's hazards and things to upgrade your ship so it gets off, upgrade your suits so you can stay out in the environment longer, and upgrade your drones so you can explore even better.
It's looking like each team has finally settled on their game design. Now it's time to get on their computers and turn their idea into a fully functional video game. Still to come, the teams get their blacked out keyboards, and Purple Team are not too happy about it. This episode is sponsored by Totally Baseball. Totally Baseball, the #1 VR baseball game in the world. Experience the full sport of baseball inside virtual reality. Play against the AI or with your friends in multiplayer. Totally Baseball, available now. Now that each team has their game plan, it's time to get down to developing.
Oh, nice. I think it's
Oh
working.
no, the assertion failed.
Is it working?
Child parent is null pointer. I'd love to know where this is happening. If you would please. Nick and I have worked together for way longer than Kyle has. We've known Kyle for forever, of course, and we've worked with him like on and off. So was I kind of expecting like a little more friction there, and I tend to program by myself. So Kyle and I programming it together was expecting some friction, but honestly, it's been going well, yeah.
All right, that's their first animation. Yo. Nice.
All three teams are working together and making great progress. Things seem to be going great, and oh wait, that's right. It's time for the blacked out keyboards.
Broken too much. Oh, what fun.
Wait, are they actually blacked out keyboards? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that is, I think that's the same. Wait.
I don't know what to do with this. I mean, joke's on them because I use my handy dandy pen.
Do you want to own one of the hoodies from the show? Then head on over to GameDevBattle.com and choose your size and color. And while you're there, check out additional items like our Game Dev Battle decals. GameDevBattle.com. With only a few hours left in day one, the teams are rushing and stressing to get their core game mechanics and art assets to a good place.
Where are you, timer? There you are.
Oh yeah, and you already made it go to the next wave when you take all the photos, right?
Yes, yep. When you get all the collectibles, I did the wave stuff.
How did you program it to go forward? What was the door?
Isaac.
Oh, this is Isaac's fault?
They
Okay.
somehow-
They walk over here and tell him that you think it's his fault. I don't really believe him.
No,
See, like it works right here. Magically walk over here.
Works on my machine.
Your banana just can't get it together. Looks like he's jousting now. Okay.
So we're almost finished with day one, and I'm feeling it could go any way, I guess, right now. Did you make the terminals able to be interacted with, or what was?
You already did that, so you did what I thought wasn't done already.
Trying to get features in and everything, and I don't really have a vision of how this is going to get to completion by the end of the jam.
Okay, now that a few hours have gone by, I wish less hours had gone by. Gotta get a few of those bonus times in, because we're definitely, we're getting stuff done, but you always wish it could be faster.
Meanwhile, Rob is realizing he really doesn't like his new keyboard.
Not a real fan.
Oh, God. Jeez.
I'll make do.
If you're standing still, your oxygen still goes down, even if you're just standing in place.
Isn't that how the real world works?
I guess. I guess.
All right, at least that part works. Okay, done.
So shiny and glossy.
I know, I can work on that. It's just a materials thing.
Oh, it's because he looks like Mr. Clean.
You know what? We'll swap right here. Like, I'll do that part. You come over here and do all the asset creation, and we'll call it a day.
No, I'm good.
Come do it on my lovely broken keyboard.
I just want to sit here look pretty.
You know, love has died a long time ago. We're in a loveless marriage, talking about bananas. And we get them back. Okay. It's a little worse for wear than when we got them. I really didn't like that keyboard, and I think you know why. And I showed you how much I appreciated it. I hope you don't charge me for it.
So it's almost the end of day one, and some of the things that we've been dealing with is, as any game jam goes, is too many features. We're trying to eliminate the features from now and then try to build and flesh out what we can from what we have now. I think we're sort of at that point right now.
It's gone all right so far, honestly. I haven't had too many no major hiccups. There've been a couple could have cut this corner a little faster. The bathroom was occupied, that kind of thing. But other than that, we're okay so far.
Next time on Game Dev Battle. Will all three teams be able to work together and deliver a functional video game before time is cut off?
Just be done. Just be done with it.
You just turned off my computer. You
No.
just turned it off.
So this game is called Red Planet.
Tune in and find out on the next episode of Game Dev Battle. Do you want to see the full, unedited video of each team as they came up with their idea? Or all the other great clips that didn't make the show? Then visit GameDevBattle.com/community to take a deep dive into every episode. And don't forget to submit your team of 3 for a chance to be on the show.
Yeah, there we go.